Hey y'all, this is Chelsea with Our Bama Roots, and today we're live from the utility room. It's always something. Let me just walk y'all through this. Okay, so we just had to have our pump pulled, so all of the sediment and stuff had really clogged up our washing machine filter, right? This is a clean filter. I've cleaned it. You would think that would be fine. So, no. I cleaned the filter off once I finally did righty-tighty, not righty-loosey. Righty-loosey don't work, okay? You'll be twisting for like 30 minutes trying to figure out why your hose isn't coming off. It's lefty-loosey. Okay, lefty-loosey. Drill it in. Okay, back to the pipe. I meant back to the hose. Back to the hose. So, get the hose off of the washer. Clean this off. But the other side of the hose, let me show you. Y'all, look at the other side. Corroded. I couldn't barely get this off, okay? And it ain't supposed to spin like this. I'll show you why it's spinning like that next. You see the corrosion? It was already dripping here. So I was like, well, let me take this side off, and we'll just change out this whole hose. Wrong, okay? I couldn't get that hose off for nothing. So then I cut this piece, thinking I'll have like more leeway to get the hose off. Y'all, that was impossible, okay? I was behind the washer. I was in front of the washer. It was too hard. Therefore, I pulled the whole washer out, okay? That's the space I'm standing in now. Okay, so I pulled the washer out, and then I didn't have a big enough wrench to fit around this thing, and I couldn't get a good grip. And I didn't have a big enough wrench to fit on this piece. Therefore, I bought new wrenches. And y'all look, I needed this piece. Like, that's the only piece I needed. But Lowe's only sells packs of them. And y'all look at this. It is missing a piece. Therefore, this thing is going back. So my thought was to hold this piece still while I unscrew the hose. And I was holding it really still, y'all. But then I heard a pop. Turns out it was inside the wall. And then turns out it didn't get looser. But now this whole thing was free flowing. Free flowing. You see, they ain't supposed to free flow. She was free flowing. And I just hear something rattling inside the wall. The pipe had done gotten loose in the wall. It had done broken apart from somewhere else inside the wall. And y'all, I have already cut these free from where they were. But look at this. That whole little elbow joint coupling, whatever you want to call it, he broke. This is what our whole house looks like, y'all. This is why I became a plumber. Okay, so this broke free. Let me show you where it came from. Y'all, just imagine this is behind this pipe. But it was behind here. And then this piece shoots up. All the way up. And goes up through here to that. See the picture? You go down, pipe, to here, and it's an elbow. Okay, so now, I had to make another low strip because I only had one of these. And I needed 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. At least 5. I only had one. Therefore, another trip to Lowe's to get not only these. I got some 1/2 to 1/2 straights. I got some 1/2-inch PEX clamps in case I can't fit my, let me show you. In case I couldn't fit my crimp tool in this hole. Y'all, this thing here, 70 bucks. 70. It does a 1/2 and 3/4 crimping. I also just found a 1/2 inch, what's that say? Polg? What? Anyway, it really, they want to call it a boiler drain because that's what's on here. Anyway, I found one of these. The thread isn't as long as over there, but I'm gonna make it work. And this is a 1/2 inch female connector. That's what I'm gonna call it. Now, I already had these elbows because I done bit through this before, y'all. I already had leftover elbows. If you do this yourself, you also need one of these little pipe cutters. Cobalt. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, when you mess up, you need one of these crimp cutters. They're like 13 bucks or something, but man, you really need one of them. And then I got a whole pack of these today. I mean, I only had one. You realize sometimes you mess up. Therefore, when you need to take it off, you need those crimp cutters to cut this little thing off. Oh, so you kind of go through more than what you think you need. But today I need 5 or 6. Now, I've already got this all taken apart. Trying to scratch the washer. Okay, look at this thing. I mean, everything inside, like the water and stuff that was coming out of there, was all black. This is just kind of in probably disrepair. I mean, I can't even get it apart really to reuse this piece. This piece here broke. This little adapter. So, oh well, we got a new one. Alright, y'all, so here's the old, the new. You see how, like, the threading is a lot shorter. It just is what it is. And then this, I'm going to plug onto that. So, I mean, it might end up to be okay, because all this was just kind of extra. But, I'm going to go ahead and plug this onto this, I think. Y'all, I know there's no light over here, but let's try and show you. Okay, so it goes in a little bit. I'll put this ring underneath in here, and my hand can fit. Okay, so I'm going to put that on, the ring on. I'm going to put this on. It just kind of goes on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead and put my pipe. Where are y'all? I'm going to put my pipe onto this before I screw it into that. Okay? Okay. Alright. She's nice and snug. Okay, so from here to here, well, a little bit farther, is about 21 inches. So I made a little marking on my pipe at 21. And let me show y'all this thing. Alright. Alright, so first you put a ring on your old pipe. Put a ring on. Then, this is a straight to straight. Put it in there. Now I'm going to crimp it. Okay. Now once you crimp it, you get your little go thing. If it goes in here, then that's good. That means it's crimped. Whew, zoom y'all out. Okay, so this is a 1/2 inch. If it goes in there, that's good. This is no go. So if it were to fit in there, which it doesn't go in there, then you'd have to crimp it again. It wouldn't be sealed. Well, I didn't put putty on it. Therefore, we are redoing this, y'all. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it through. It's lost in the abyss. Oh wait, I got it. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Oh. I got it. Okay, so now you see. But then, so that's off. And then you could take this piece off. See, I didn't put no putty on there. So I was saying putty, but really I meant great white compound. Y'all need some of this too, okay? And I'm just going to coat my whole little thing in it, okay? Alright, so that's in there. Alright, so I went ahead and crimped this one. I have a clamp on this one. This is not crimped yet. But if y'all ever need to know how far up to put this, these little couplings have this little groove on here, this little plastic thing. If you just butt it up with this little plastic piece, it's usually like 1/8 of an inch-ish. Like about 1/8 inch away from the top. And you'll be good to go. Now I'm going to crimp this one. And then over here, I need putty on this. And then this is going to go up to here. I already, let me see if I can see. I already put this little piece on and screwed it up tight. And I did put putty on it. Alright. Ring. Putty in there. Elbow. And need to cut this piece about here. I'll try that. See if there go. Oh, dang. Oh. I really don't want to crimp that again. Oh, it goes. It goes. We're saying it's go. That's an easy go. It does go in. Okay. Whew. Whew. Now, everything is done. Connected. Look at all the dust. Oh my goodness. Y'all just swept. But I went ahead and cut out this. So it's just a full square rectangle. Be easier to replace. And now I'm just going to hook up this water supply line back up to the washer. We'll be good to go. Alright, y'all. That's that. Now, I have the connector hose all connected again. This is a cold side anyway, if y'all didn't know already. Cold, that's the hot side. We never use the hot side, that's why this pipe was all like, not the pipe, but this hose like looks all perfect. It's because we never use it. Theoretically, I could have just switched this pipe. Keep saying pipe. Could have just switched this one to this one. But I couldn't take this thing off anyway. So we changed out the whole system. And that's that. This is like the old drain. I guess this is where your stuff's supposed to drain. But we don't use that. We drain it over here. And it goes out a different way. Alright. That's that for this video. Y'all like, share, subscribe. Let me know if you need any help with your plumbing. In the comments. See y'all. Love you. Bye.